It's been a minute, and it's also great to see you at the same time. Man, this has been a crazy summer, and it's funny, as we are stepping into August right now, it's hard to believe, man, we are coming into August. Fall is going to be here shortly. Where the heck did the summer go? My summer, well, if you know, you know, has been, it's been a crazy one, to put it mildly. Some stuff happening that has taken me, out of the game a little bit here. It's been, I think, at least a month and a half since the last video. So we have a new video here for you today, which I am excited to share with you. We got a print here. Maybe I don't think it's been a month. It's been a little while. I know it's been at least a month since we've gotten in front of you guys. Actually, I think it was it's the 360. No, it was the DJI Pocket Osmo, which I have another video I have to finish editing. We'll be getting to you guys shortly about that. But anyways, we have a big old print here that we're going to be cracking over. And friends, this is going to be pretty awesome. Now, let me get you up to speed while I find a knife that is going to do the job to crack this thing open without cutting my finger. So, if this is your first video that you've seen of this nature here, let me get you up to speed as far as what is going to happen. In a minute, I'm going to crack this box open. This is coming from Large Metal Prints. So I'm going to review this package. I'm going to let you know what I like, dislike. You may agree, you may not, but ultimately, at the end of the day, if you decide to go out there and buy a metal print from Large Metal Prints, you're going to have a good idea as far as what your money's going to get you. Now, this is not to be mistaken with our metal print shootout that we have each year. This print, I like to do random prints from companies. It keeps interesting stuff in front of you folks. So this company, they did send us, they knew it was us that when this was ordered and so forth, that actually this print inside here is actually of one of their photographers that has it pretty cool. Okay, so one thing I'm noticing here, look at how that is packaged already. This thing is really, let's see if we can crack this open from the sides, or is that, no, so how do they have, okay, so this is pretty interesting. So I think, okay, I'm trying to figure out how they have this thing in here. Oh, here we go, got it. Okay, that is cool. Okay, the box, you have this is a very thick, a lot of cases you see with boxes like this, there's really no fanfare to it. This is actually pretty thick, heavy duty box. We're gonna toss that thing over there, and then let's take a look at this right here. And the reason why many of the videos where I'm talking about how a package or a print is packaged rather, I'm going to own it, I'm going to go with it. It is, when you think about it, especially this time of the year, you have FedEx, DHL, UPS. We're going downtown. Drop kicking your prints from where they're printed over to where they're going. Actually, I say that throughout the year. It is just how it simply is and so forth. So the print's ability to survive that trip, especially if you're drop shipping to a client, so forth, is only going to act as an extension of who you are as a professional. The reason why I really click with something like this, if the package takes a side impact, look at all that distance between here and there that this thing can take. And even when it does here, it is, obviously there's a metal print underneath here, and that is going to be well protected.
Oh, makes sense.
So, and on the top of that, you can see, you saw how thick that box was there. So it's a thick box. So this thing is able to take on top and side impacts, and obviously in the corners and so forth. This thing is well protected for the print size, which I believe this is a 16 by 24, if memory serves me correct. So, now we started reviewing this company's prints, was it last year? No, it was just earlier this year. I really like these guys. They do a really great job with their prints. Okay, all right, here we go. There's the rest of the frame that holds the print. Now let's take a look at the next layer of protection here. So we have this foamy stuff right here, which is a added layer. You know, I'm just realizing this knife needs to be sharpened. Jeez, it's barely getting through this tape here. If you don't have one of these Leathermans, highly recommend. Although ironic because I'm saying it's dull as hell right now, but I love this thing.
What did you say?
Boom. Oh, one more. Boom. Okay, so they wrapped the snot out of this thing with a whole bunch of that. All right. Ooh. Wow. Okay, I would love to take credit for this print. Oh my God, this is my first time seeing this photo. See, this photo right here is actually done by, it's called San Francisco Cable Car, and it's by Emmanuel De Sosa, and man, I hope I'm getting his name correctly. The folks up at Large Metal Prints was telling me about this photographer's work, and I can clearly see why. You know what? I'm going to be greedy. I have to take a look at this myself. Wow, that is...
Yeah, it's pretty amazing.
Oh my goodness. Let's just take a moment and just really appreciate that. I seriously really like the colors with this here. Okay, getting to this here, what I'm looking for, one of the first things I'm looking for here, I'm looking at sharpness, I'm looking at color, I'm looking at the larger areas. And generally speaking, if there's any sort of wonkiness or the print head the print heads are not calibrated correctly or this or that, you're going to find some wonkiness in the print itself. And we're going to use this camera here today. Let me get it here. So you can see as I'm scanning through this here, the items that I'm looking for. One of the things I'm just really admiring here is look at the level of detail as you go around the cable car. And then as we're going back, there is just so much detail. Let's get this up on the side here. Look at that. Wow. And actually, you know where you can actually appreciate that detail? I hope the camera is going to pick it up here, is look at these awnings that are coming, these window awnings coming out over here, and between the shingles and just the sharpness, everything just really looks absolutely incredible. And when you look at a photo like this, you know, the big picture here is you have a lot of contrast. You have this super bright up here, so you're getting these true bright. So I'm guessing this is probably at sunset or getting there close to it there. And you have these dark, so there's just a tremendous amount of contrast that this print is able to capture, and you know what? It looks absolutely
stunning.
And even looking right here, you know, as you're looking at the words, again, I'm hoping this camera is going to pick it up here. It's tough for me to see here, but right here, even the words, everything is absolutely tack sharp in here. And I'm looking to see if there's any level, any noise here. And I can tell you right now, visually, I don't see squat here. Now, let's rub our hands around the edge here. As I've shared with you many times before, there have been prints where you can actually feel like a kind of a sawtooth jaggedness. This actually has almost as if they took a bevel to it. This is actually really soft. It almost feels like this, which is, because normally I say don't go doing this, because there have been times where I've done this and you could, if you weren't paying attention, you could actually cut yourself. Okay, now let's take a look at the back with this right here. This is their standard float hanger that they have here. And you have this is kind of like this foamy black matte stuff that you see. These, actually, I think these guys use this on the other prints that we've tested with them. But here's something I really like to see here. You have these rubber knobby things on the back. And one of the reasons why I really like these is when you have the print up against the wall, if it doesn't have the felt things or these rubber things and so forth, it's especially with a sharp metal print or this or that, it's riding up against the wall. It's the little things. I keep saying this over and over again with these sort of videos right here. It's like a chocolate at a nice turn down service in a hotel. A lot of companies don't put them. I personally like to see it on there. It elevates the photo away from the wall and just creates, it looks great. And it's the little things that really matter. And what I'm looking right now here, okay, I'm seeing if I can find a badge. Usually the Chromolux badge is visible on the back here, and it's probably right behind this here. Actually, I do know these guys use Chromolux and so forth. This thing looks absolutely fantastic. Let's take a look at the edges here to see if this is centered or it is not. Inch and a half, inch and a half, inch and a half, inch and a half. Actually, okay, very minor, but of course I point out everything. Inch and a half on this side, and it's an inch and 7/16 on this side. So it's a 1/16 of an inch off center, which is minor, but of course I report everything to you guys. Okay, 2 and 3. Okay, the top and bottom is fantastic. Okay. This really, again, this looks fantastic, but wow, the front of this. You know, for me, I still can't get over, let me get the reflection of the light out of there so you can see this. Okay, for me, what really stands out is you have these leading lines. What makes it such a phenomenal photo, not only do you have all this color contrast that we spoke about a moment ago, but you have these leading lines, but these leading lines also have, I gotta keep that reflection out of there. These leading lines contain this vibrant red that just pulls you right in. Between that and the yellow, you have this rich brown right here in the kind of the golden on the car itself. Man, Emmanuel, my friend, if you end up watching this video here, phenomenal job on this photo right here. So let me get back over here so we can share with you all. So again, I am looking at all the edges here. These guys do a really great job. Again, you folks started asking us about these guys in the past. We finally got our first print that we had tested from these guys earlier this year, and these guys really socked it out of the park. Let's take a look at the scorecard for large metal prints. All right, friends, there you go, another metal print review. Now, a few details about this right here. This is a 16x24. This is what they call their white gloss. And again, as I mentioned earlier, this is with their standard float hanger. Now, this print right here, this is $121. Now, they do have a 15% discount, which works out to $18. Oh, speaking of 15% discount. So this one actually, they have a discount going on right now where you can save 15% off of this, which is $18.15. Shipping is 20 bucks, but also, because look at, we're in August right now, we're getting close to shopping season. And as I've said many times over and over again, the best gift as a photographer is a photo that you took. Man, if I was a friend of Emmanuel and received this on a metal print gorgeous like this, man, I would be thrilled as hey. But I'm actually bearing gifts this video here for each and every one of you. So the kind folks over at Large Metal Prints, when they sent us, they put a little note in there that we can give a 15% coupon that does not expire to each and every one of you, and which is great as you're getting ready to shop for the holidays coming up. 15% is 15%. So, and that 15% code is PhotoTalk15. So PhotoTalk15, and actually I'm probably putting it on the screen at the same time. So you can use it at checkout on the website to receive that additional 15% off. But friends, that is all I have here for you today. Hopefully you found some value with this. I really enjoy getting out there. You know, I'm thinking what I'm gonna do here is, rather than sending my photos in, I like the element of reviewing somebody else's print. This was a treat, especially something like this. Awesome. Anyway, if you found some value with this video, do me a favor, leave a comment down below. And actually, if there's a company you would like for us to review, by all means, let us know in the comments down below or send us a message, whatever's convenient for you. And friends, we will see you in the next video.